Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my February favorites, and I got super excited whenever I sat down to film this video because we're already to March and I hate cold weather. I really truly get the winter blues whenever it's like this time of year, and now that it's March, it's really sunk in that, hey, warmer weather is right around the corner, so I'm hoping for good weather soon, and yeah. So I have a couple products here that I'm going to be showing you guys. Some of them I have used a lot on my channel, others I have kept kind of like in my everyday makeup routine, and I've been using them outside of YouTube, and I want to share them with you. And they're just products that I have fallen in love with this month and have just used a lot. The other thing I want to mention is, okay, so elephant in the room, I have straight hair today. Well, semi-straight hair. I must have an inkling for whenever it's gonna rain, because every time I straighten my hair, it rains. And I think I have like a sixth sense that I know it's gonna rain, so I want to straighten my hair. I know. And then as soon as I straighten it, this is not easy to straighten, especially if you've seen my curls. It's not easy to straighten. It takes me forever. Every time I do, it rains. So then it starts doing this weird stuff. It gets really frizzy. It starts curling underneath. I get frizzy up top, and it just isn't, it's just blah. And it makes me so mad because I spent all this time straightening it. I better stop rambling and let's get into the February favorites. So the first product is, no surprise, I've used this a bunch on my channel. It's the Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. I used it today and I've been using it every single day since I got it. This is fantastic, especially if you have dry skin. So this is a primer, but it acts like a moisturizer. So whenever you put it in, you're going to get nice moisturization. Your skin is going to look a little more plump. It kind of gives it that luminosity. This is really nice to use whenever you want to do like no makeup days, because you can put this on. It kind of gives your skin a little bit of life and a little bit of radiance, and I really like that, especially if you have dry skin and dull skin. This is going to really bring it to life and give your skin a drink, and I have just been loving this. It smells like coconuts. Like, it smells like a tropical drink. Definitely check this out if you're looking for a good primer. The next product is the product that I like to use with my moisturizer, and it's the BareMinerals Original Foundation. Now, I have the BareMinerals Original Foundation in the shade Fair and the shade Fairly Light. And BareMinerals just recently launched a bunch of new shades, so whenever I saw that, I decided to check it out because the two shades that I had were just not perfect for me. And the shade that I found was Fair Ivory 02. Now this is a neutral ivory shade, so it's for fair skin tones with neutral undertones. The two that I had, Fair, was a little bit too white-ish, like it gave me a white cast on my face, and Fairly Light was a little bit too golden. So if you're more neutral, definitely check this one out if you're into the BareMinerals Original Foundation. I'll have a whole video dedicated to this foundation that I just filmed a few days ago. That'll be coming up in the next few days, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, so the next product for the face is a blush, and it's the Flower Beauty Flower Pots Powder Blush in the shade Primrose Peach. Whew, that was a mouthful. So this is what the blush looks like. It's the blush that I have on my cheeks today. I really went in with a light hand because this is a pretty pigmented blush, but I spoke about this in a recent video. It was like testing new makeup, and I decided not to use it. I used a different blush in that video, but I did talk about it. This is a newer product to me, but I've just been using it a lot because I really like the peachy, orangey, pinky-ish glow that it gives the cheeks. It's also a matte blush, which matte blushes are my absolute favorite. This is a really powdery, really pigmented blush, so whenever you stick your finger in, you're going to get a lot of pigment, and even when you put your brush in, you're going to get a lot of pigment. So what I like to do is tap my brush in and then definitely tap the excess off, because it does get pretty powdery whenever you're putting your brush in. You get a lot of kick up, and you can go in pretty heavy handed. Like, I personally like just a nice like natural glow or natural life to the skin. Like, I like that little bit of just a flush, so I like to dip my brush in and tap it off. I just love how natural it looks. It just gives a really nice healthy look to the skin, and that's why I've been loving it. It's just a unique color. I don't have anything like this in my collection, so I went ahead and picked it up, and I've just been loving it ever since. The next product is probably one of my favorite finds of the month, and it is the Pixi Glowy Powder. It's in collaboration with a fashion like blogger, I think. It's Aspyn Ovard. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong again, but this is what the product looks like. It is a huge pan of highlighter, especially from the drugstore, and whenever I saw it at Target, I was like, intrigued by it. Now this was $16, so it's a little bit more expensive than your typical drugstore highlighter, but you're getting an outstanding product. So whenever you put your finger in, it's super pigmented. I actually talked about this in my testing new makeup. I actually wore it in that video as well, and I've been wearing it nonstop since I filmed that. This is what it looks like. It can be a little bit powdery and a little bit chunky on the swatch and on the brush, but if you tap the excess off, it's perfect. It's what I have on my cheeks today, and it just gives really nice radiance to the skin. It's not shimmery, glittery, chunky at all, and I just love the way it looks on the skin. Even up close, it's not accentuating any of my texture or fine lines. It just kind of melts into the skin, and it's really up on par with some of my high-end highlighters. This is probably one of the best highlighters I've tried from the drugstore. They have 3 different colors in this collection. This one's in the shade London Lustre, if I haven't said that, because I don't think I did. Terrible. This one's London Lustre. It's like a champagne, like vanilla type of shade. Then there's a more golden one, and then there's a like pinky rose gold type of one that was a little bit dark for me. I might be able to get away with the gold one, but this one was the one that really intrigued me. I love these like vanilla type of shades in highlighters. I think they really suit fair skin tones, and I have just been wearing this nonstop, and I love the way it looks on my skin. So the last product is a lip product, and you guys know that I love my lip products. So my favorite one, and you know it's good because I've only picked one, and this is the one that really stood out to me. It's the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Ophelia. Now, Kat Von D recently launched a couple new nude shades. I think there was like 5 or 6. And whenever I saw the swatches and like the previews before they even launched, and before I could like actually swatch them in Sephora, I knew that I wanted Ophelia. This was the one that whenever I saw the color, it just, I don't know, something about it just really called my name, and just really, I was like, I have to have that. Like, that is a shade that I know I'll wear. It's this really nice medium tone nude with like warm undertones. I believe she describes it as a chestnut nude. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I believe it's a chestnut nude. And it's just perfect. It's perfect for every day. It's perfect to pair with, like, you can wear it with a smoky eye. You can wear it with everyday makeup like I have today. Now I will say, just be careful if you have dry lips like I do. I really have to treat my lips before I wear this. Like, my lips are pretty dry today, so they're looking a little cracky. But if I put on like a nice moisturizing lip balm or something before I put this on, it's perfection. And I love this color. I've been wearing it non-freaking stop. I forgot about one makeup product, and it is eyeshadows. And my favorite eyeshadows of this month have definitely been the Colourpop pressed shadows. So the 4 that I have are Hear Me Out. It's this really pretty pale white with like a peach undertone, and it's matte. It's what I have under my brow bone today. The next one is Wake Up Call, and it's this really pretty mid-tone brown with like a hint of pink or like rosiness. It has like a little bit of a pink undertone. It's really unique. I love to pop it, like I have it kind of like blown out in the crease and on like the edges of my eyes today, and like on my lower lash line. And I just love it for like no makeup days when I just want something to pop in the crease just to give my eyes a little bit of definition. This one's perfect. It's also in a matte formula. This next one is Paper Tiger, and it is a stunning yellow. Now, a lot of different companies I feel are coming out with these yellow shades, and it's just really on trend right now. I love to take this, like I took it today, and I popped a little bit like in the crease and above the crease area just to give a hint of warmth. I love doing that. I love pairing it like with a smoky eye, like a brown smoky eye, just to give a hint of warmth in the crease area, and I have just been loving this shade. It's also matte. And the last one here is Millie, and it was launched as a free single for a while whenever they reached, I think, 3 or 4 million on Facebook. And it's this really pretty like coppery orangey metallic shade, so it's a metallic finish. Now these are super buttery. Whenever you stick your finger in, they're super creamy feeling, and they're super pigmented. These have just been phenomenal. They're only $5 a piece, and I've been using them so much, like on a day-to-day basis. So the last 2 products that I have are skincare products, and the first one has been a saving grace to me. This is the Skyn Icelandic Relief Eye Cream with glacial flower extract. This was $45. Now, my husband would like throw up if he heard me say that. So if you're watching, I love you. Seriously, this has been phenomenal. So I'm a working girl. I work full-time on top of doing YouTube. I work night shift, so I'm extra tired. So I have suffered a lot from dark circles and puffiness under the eyes, especially when I'm working like a long stretch. So I was looking for something that was really going to combat the puffiness in my eyes, and this was what I decided to go with. This is what the product looks like. It's kind of weird because when you dip your finger in, it's not a typical cream. Like, you're not going to be able to like pick up cream out of it. It's kind of like a solid in there. It's like a solid mousse. And whenever you rub your finger over the top of it, it like melts into your finger and then you can put it on your eye. What I love the most about it is you can feel it acting. Like you can feel it cooling and tightening your skin under your eye, and then I know that it's working. Like I feel like I see instant results whenever I put this on. Like I put this on and I wait 5 minutes and then I feel like I can see results. Like I can see my under eye puffiness shrinking. I use it every single day when I wake up and whenever I go to sleep just to really help with the puffiness, and I think it's been working. The last product is another skincare product, and it's the Origins Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash. I picked this up in a kit with, they had like a bedtime basics kit, and it had a full size of the Nightamins night cream, which is my holy grail. I use that every single night before I go to bed or morning, if I'm working or not. This is a face wash that is geared towards combination skin. Now, I have more dry skin, but lately what I found is right here, like along my nose, not down beside my nose because that's where it gets dry, but right here where like my large pores are, I feel like I've been getting a little oily there. So I decided to give it a shot and I'm hooked. Now, I'm not somebody who typically loves high-end face washes. Like I just prefer my drugstore because I'm washing them off my face. But I'm hooked on this and I'll probably go buy the full size once I finish this. But I will say, you need like this much of the product, like half a pea size of this product, and it does your entire face. I don't know how it does it, but you start rubbing it in and you're like, this is never gonna be enough. And then it just like, it like builds and multiplies and it just covers your entire face. And it smells like, it has like peppermint in it. It smells kind of minty, so it really awakens the senses whenever you use it. So it's perfect to use in the morning to like kind of give yourself a wake up and a pick me up. So I've just been loving this. I feel like it gives my skin the deepest clean. My skin is not feeling extra dried out. That's why it's called Checks and Balances, by the way. It's supposed to help combat the oily areas and the dry areas without overstimulating one or the other, and I just have found that this has been perfect for my skin. Yeah guys, that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my February favorites. Please let me know what some of your products were in the comments below, like what some of your favorite products were in the month, and let me know if you guys tried any of these products out or if any of these were your favorite products, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.